I'm late. What did I miss? New name? Well, you missed Nova. Nova came in here and tried to defend Cyrax for some reason, or at least that's the way it seemed. How's it going today, everybody? We have a little bit of a different video for you guys today. It's still about Nova, but what we're going to be doing is looking at Nova's strange actions on the internet. And no, I'm not talking about the Discords. No, I'm not talking about getting into arguments with his family on livestream. What I'm talking about is him trying to start beefs with creators such as myself in live streams. And I understand I make videos about Nova. Nova can say basically whatever he wants to me. That's perfectly fine. I could care less. In fact, it only really helps the content in the long run. I mean, look what we're doing right now. We're getting a video out of it because I was on live and Nova comes in and starts cussing me a little bit. But what was really peculiar about Nova Online's timing, I guess you could say, about stopping into the live streaming, having some words with me, is the fact that I wasn't talking about Nova. I wasn't going to be talking about Nova the entire night. In fact, the entire live stream was going to be about the new Cyrax leaks that are dropping. And if you didn't know, Kate from Masshole Mafia caught Cyrax up again, and now he's in trouble. So I was reviewing one of the posts Kate made last night, showing it off to everybody. And then out of nowhere, Nova stops in and tells me to shut my mouth with a few more expletives in there. And the timing was so off. You know, you guys got to think about this. We're not talking about the Chome whatsoever. He wasn't even a thought in our head. But he decides to butt in and defend his good buddy Cyrax. Defend him from all the accusations. Come in and say, hey, listen, if I am not guilty, then Cyrax isn't guilty either. It doesn't matter what words are on those text messages. The same thing has happened to the Chome over and over and over again. And what has that proven? Well, it was exactly right. I mean, he could say the evidence is fake, but time and time again, through his very own actions, he will prove that, you know, no matter what, even if those text messages, the ones he specifically cites, were fake, his actions are still just as bad. Nova Online has completely grown obsessed and seething 24/7 over the creators that cover him. It's all he can think about anymore. The guy sits there and claims that he wants to get a job, that he wants to go work, but that's not happening at all. In fact, the only thing that this dude is doing is literally sitting in his bed 24/7, twirling his hair, kicking his feet up in the air as he watches Smokey MCC, Kiwi Tapes, myself, Sensitive Society, Mayor Menace, and when the videos are all done, when no one's covering him that day, oh, and excuse me, saturated content, a shout out to all of those people. When he's done watching those videos, he might notice a live stream or two, and he has become so obsessed and self-centered, he can't even stand for another lolcow to be mentioned without him having to come and butt his way in. I am being serious, guys, with the title of this video, that Nova Online has grown obsessed with the people who make content on him, and it's only going to get worse for him if he continues to follow down this path. Now, the closing remarks to my last video was, you are becoming more like Cyrax than you can even understand. You got your Discord kitten right now, who is most definitely hyping Nova up behind the scenes to carry on with the actions that he's doing. And we're going to mention some of the other nefarious activities, not near as nefarious as the Discord stuff, but just showing who the Chome truly is. But because, Nova, you've allowed this girl to hype your head up, you have drug yourself into hotter water than you ever have before. Nova was one of those lolcows where if he's not doing something, there really isn't nothing to talk about. Nova can make 15 live streams in a row, and I'll have to sit there for hours on end to get a video out for you guys. That's not one of the most alluring things to me, and I would say for other other content creators. So for Nova, it's more of a something big has to happen, or he has to act really ridiculous on live stream. He could completely avoid coverage by just not being on the internet and actually going to get a job. But where his obsession, his Mariah Carey obsession, has grown to such an extent, he can no longer do that. And listening to this person, you can even see that Nova is starting to think just like them as well, because I really don't imagine that Nova out of nowhere grew like 10 times more obsessed with other creators. Like, he literally comes into my live stream specifically only when I'm talking about Tofiachu, which is kind of odd and kind of goes with the thing that Nova has a thing for, but that's besides the fact, you know. And he'll say a couple of words, tell chat he loves to eat tomatoes, and then I'll check periodically throughout my live stream just to make sure, take a little mental note myself, and Nova is there the entire time, just sitting back enjoying it like a true fan. Basically, this video is like the sequel to my last one. But anyhow, guys, let's get into some of the composts that Nova has made recently. So right here you can see that Nova states, "I'm starting my revenge plot. There's no going back now. Prepare for a whole new side of me." And Nova, we thought you were pretty bad before, but when the other side of the moon finally rotates our direction, what do you think? It's like, oh my god, he's so much worse. No, you're still the same degenerate. Not much has changed for you. It's not like morally he could become more bankrupt. So the only real thing Nova could be talking about is like striking down other content creators. And one person specifically he has in mind would be the Chin Universe. He has been striking down Chin Universe's videos for basically a week now, to the point that Chin might actually lose his channel. So guys, let's make sure this is a part of this video. Make sure to go show support to the Chin Universe. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel, like his videos, because he has fair use videos. You can watch Chin Universe's videos and notice they are literally half the time and far more edited than anything Nova releases. If you are going to drop videos about Nova online, you are going to have to edit them down. By YouTube guidelines, there has to be like a substantial edit every 5 minutes, or you're stealing content. Nova cannot speak for longer than 10 seconds at a time. How would you have clips longer than 5 minutes? If you were going to make Nova content, it is literally like 10 seconds spliced together with another 10 seconds that happen like 20 minutes later after the initial sentence. That's literally how it works. So there is no way in hell that Chin is stealing content whatsoever or violating the YouTube guidelines. In fact, Chin doesn't even talk in his videos. So what other way could there be a guideline offense? If there is one from like what Nova's talking about, well then that's also on Nova's channel. And so what Nova doesn't quite understand is there is no case for this. Chin is 100% in the right, and if he wants to take this to court, which YouTube says like this is the time you've got to go to court if you guys want to handle this issue, Chin would win. But let alone the fact that he would win, Nova has absolutely no money. He has no money to fight a court case, so I don't really understand what Nova is thinking. Since he knows he's lying, he's let his Discord kitten talk him up, but unlike the demon arc Nova told us he was going to go on, it doesn't even take him like a full day for him to backtrack on him going demon mode, because as you can see, he says, Chin is deleting videos. If that's not an admission of guilt of stealing my hard work, then I don't know what is. So Nova is now trying to spin this as like, hey, Chin is deleting videos even though he took them down. So now it's supposed to be an admission that he's lying and stealing your work. I mean, he is taking your work, Nova, in a sense, but he's making it far more watchable by the viewers. So then it's his work then. If he's taking the time, effort out of his day to edit down your content to make it more watchable for a mass amount of people, then it's his content that now. That's the way it works. You might not like it, DSP, but that's how it is. And of all things, to tell us you're going demon mode just a post prior, and then all of a sudden to lie to everybody and say, wow, Chin is deleting videos. How about you just stand on it, Nova? How about you just stand on business? You're trying to take the channel down. This is what you want to do. But to the public, you're like, no, he's just deleting videos. I'm not doing anything wrong, guys. But you are. Just stand on business, Nova, like you try to stand on business for your good friend Cyrax. And this is the part of the video where it's a tad bit different. As I was on live stream last night, as you guys heard, Nova Online decided to come in there and just start running his mouth, defending his friend Cyrax. So since Nova wanted to hijack that segment, I'm like, well, let's just turn that segment into what it really is and just a Nova video. So here, guys, here's me on live stream last night talking to Nova Online as he just sits there like a good viewer he is and just enjoys the content that we all love. Now, it's a little odd since he is a subject of the content, but either way, guys, I hope you enjoy it. This is a part of the leaks that dropped tonight, and she replies with, my school yearbook photo came today for 9th grade. Nova, do you really feel like this is the time to intervene? Nova, are you defending Rax's ways right now, Nova? Are you kidding me? Like, out of all the times, out of any time you want to come in here and run your mouth, this is the time to defend a predator? Hey, birds of a feather flock together, I guess, and Nova's going to defend Cyrax to the end of time. I mean, what even was that? What even was that? All right, let's continue on. Chuck your tomatoes, and let's continue reading this disturbing message that apparently I just got trolled by Fake Speth, and I hate Cyrax as much as the next person. Well, Nova, how am I Fake Speth, and how did you see that as the perfect timing? You know what's so insane? The fact that we have to... the fact that I've got to go and say this, like, you're going to come in here and run your mouth defending Cyrax, or at least you chose the worst time possible. You come on the videos, you run your mouth, and you don't even listen. Don't ban the chome just yet. You don't even listen, like, if you would actually listen to my commentary, Smokey's commentary, Kiwi's commentary, you would realize that throughout the jokes that we put on you, that there's a lot of good advice. But please, for right now, please, Nova, do not defend Cyrax. That's crazy work, brother. Let's get back to it. I like how you get Nova after me just be like, all right, Nova, I'm a chill on you. I'm gonna give you some good grace here. Then he's like, oh, your YouTube channel is gone. It's like, do you know how to read a room? Do you know how to read a room? You come in as we're talking about Cyrax's new allegation, and you tell me to shut my mouth. Right? That's crazy work. Sounds like you're defending Cyrax on some predator stuff. Right? And then at the very end, I'm like, all right, Nova, we're going to chill on you. Like, this isn't about you tonight. He's like, your channel is gone. Fucking ridiculous. Wasteland with the $4.99. Now it's war, Nova. What did I say on my last video about the Nova Online? How he's slowly trying to creep in to that Cyrax role where he thinks like he's getting one up on people and stuff like that, but he's truly not winning anything. In fact, he's just digging himself a deeper hole. Like, this is the exact same course that Cyrax is taking. Nova, continue down this path. And this is exactly what's going to be happening to you. Do you not think like the last couple of years have been really rough on you? Now, do you think if you start messing with people that heavily that it wouldn't get worse? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, you're one of the... When you go live, heavily trolled. But all in all, you're not that trolled, bro. I would chill out if I was you. I literally don't know. I get what your problem is, but your problem is talking to coal miners on Discord. I mean, you don't need to make it even bigger for yourself. I can fight back, I love tomatoes. That's screenshot material. Like that's lemur meme material, bro. I can fight back, you know. Top tier every no, Fancy Dan, do not delete the messages by Nova. You almost ruined that. Oh yeah, Nova's still here. I think Fancy Dan timed him out for a minute.
Speaking out. Top 15 moments from audio transcript.
Oh no, Nova's back. Nova's back. No, yeah, he's not live right now. I guess he's just still here. Like I said earlier, Nova, that is not dead naming you. That is not dead naming you. Why would I call you the Novine universe? 90% of people wouldn't know what I was talking about. And Nova, if I called you the Novine universe, you know what my audience would want me to call you. So it's probably in your best interest that I just don't. I think it works better for you. Cyrax's room seems pretty decrepit, but when he just starts dancing randomly, he seems to be able to move around more freely. Like, Nova seems to have to move in a set path. Like, Nova probably got this because this was his favorite time in education and still currently his favorite people in the world. But you remember when he was in elementary school and you had to, like, stay in line alphabetical order? Well, I think that's how Chomova walks around his house with his named roaches, bed bugs. I'm not quite sure what he's got, you know, but you know, they have to walk in a straight line. He learned it from the ants carrying on about the place. Nova, after that one, is gonna be running to his mom like, they're cutting it down, Mom. I can't wait to see that video. Do you remember when you was crashing out on your uncle? That's going to be like your and your mom's relationship here soon. When you're Ferritor headbutting the closet door again. Nova, how fast was you running when you Ferritor into the closet door? That is pretty, you had to be moving, buddy. I mean, I bet the trash just literally just flew out of the way. Nova claimed Chin deleted a video as an admission to Gil, but actually Nova struck them. Can I get a lying Chom in chat? Well, he knows that he did it, and I don't quite know why he wants to lie about it, because literally his last post before it was, I'm about to start my evil arc. And then he starts doing like crazy weird stuff. Like, you literally told on yourself the last post, and those literally what you did. It doesn't make any sense. Just stand on it. If that's what you did, if that's what you let your Discord kitten talk you into, just stand on it. Andrew Ditch is coming out on top every which way. He's the true diaper king.
YouTube channel with longtime turtle rider Matt Prevere.
Did the Chom leave?
And did an episode entitled Kate airs the dirty laundry, in which she allegedly came clean about her past. She did this because her harassment order was thrown out. She knew that I planned to release information about her long documented history with drugs, alcohol, DCF, domestic violence, and
Cyrax, your family history is littered with drug abuse, alcohol, all kinds of domestic disturbances of all kinds of natures. He's got the diaper rash to prove it. Exactly, Willis, one of the OG viewers. Hunter Collins with the 2. You say I'm fake? Oh, dude. Like, you know how, like, when someone ults in a video game, they have their tagline? As soon as Nova heard you say I'm fake, bro, it's game over. Nova might try to pull his ult out, not the server, but no. Hey, I just noticed something, right? So, last live stream, we didn't talk about Tofiichu, right? And Nova was nowhere to be found. But this live stream, I'm talking about Tofiichu, and the live stream before last, I was also talking about Tofiichu. Are you here defending your woman, Nova Online? Is this what this is? You better step aside because Nova, he's going for what he truly wants. You're everything he thought he desired, but the woman of his dreams is standing here. He's going to defend her tooth and nail. And new name with the $4.99. Nova goes after YouTube channels who go after Preds on Twitter, hating on them and calling them names. Why, Nova? Why? It is a good question. What's so funny about when this video comes out, I'm gonna have to do like a like an actual intro segment for them where I explain to the viewers that this may be a Cyrax video, but the large majority of it is the Nova coming in here for whatever reason and making a fool of himself. Because Nova, you do realize that's what you did, right? We wasn't going to talk about you at all tonight. Like, I had saw Bloodspeth was live talking about you, and I was probably going to say like a couple of things here or there, but for the most part, wouldn't have even brought you up. But you literally just put yourself in another video. But alright guys, that's the end of this video. If you ever see me on live stream, you know, I don't ever have a set date. Make sure to catch me on it. They're always a blast. I really think you'll enjoy them. So make sure to catch me on live stream. You can follow my second channel, which is what I was talking about in the very end of my live stream. Well, I guess very end of this video. I was going to put this on the second channel, Major Chilla 2, where I re-upload all the segments of my live stream. I think you'll also enjoy that channel. It's down below in the description. You can subscribe to it there. But with all that said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, follow all the socials down below, use the new hype feature, leave a comment as well, and I'll catch you guys next time.